Supercarrier box set, book 1, Ixan Prophecies. Spoilers! This is spoilers. Sorry for shouting. Spoilers. Hello and welcome to my channel, Unity151. I'm Joe. I'm here to talk about sci-fi, military sci-fi, space opera books and audio books that I listen to and read. If you're interested in that, please like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate it. It all helps me. Thank you. I'm going to go into full spoilers. I'm going to talk about as much as I can, keeping the video to a certain level, to a certain size. So, how do we start? Where do we go? Starts with a little drama on a planet. So you start with Husher. So Husher's got drama himself. Husher's got daddy issues, bless him. They're on a planet with Kane and some other people. These are all part of the Providence's crew. Husher's just lost his commander as of recently. He did have command of a ship. I can't remember what the ship's called. Ship's actually in the spoilers for the second book. In the second book, where they're on a planet with some writing or there's rebels or something like that. I can't remember. Whatever way, they're down there. Goes badly. They end up having to blow up a hospital or something. I can't remember. It's just introducing people right at the beginning. It wasn't really. I don't think it actually has anything to do with anything really. It's just sort of like the beginning bit, sort of just get these people together and do this before they go off. That was that. On the ship they go. In the meantime, there's a ship called the UHS Buchanan. You've got Senator Bernard and Simpson, Corporal Simpson or something like that. I can't remember, some Marine escorting her. I don't think you've really seen any other crew. But they're on the ship, minding their own business. They're going through Darkstream. Darkstream technology is wormholes, basically. They've got weapons, much more advanced weapons and so on and so forth. But mostly it's they can make a wormhole, they can turn up wherever they want, fight. That's how they won at the end of the First Galactic War, and that's how they've been keeping on top of everyone since the First Galactic War. All their species, all the other species, their allies and all that stuff, enemies, they can just basically poop, poop here, do whatever, destroy everyone. That's how they do it. So they go through the Darkstream, they come out the other side of Darkstream, them two are like, yo, where's everyone else? They're all dead. Just like that, they all just got wiped out. Something happened, something malfunctioned. They then bail because the ship's crashing into a planet called Spire, which is one of the UHF's allies, which are called the Wingers. They look like birds. I like chickens. I just think they look like chickens. They don't look like chickens. That's just how I imagine in my head. Look like more bigger chickens. Slash kind of look like the what are they called? The jackals from Halo. They bail on a little ship and they disappear for most of the book. I think they pop up like a couple times, but for most of the book they disappear. Buchanan smashes into Spire, destroying not loads. It doesn't destroy loads of the Wingers, but in Spire, under the water, they've got like a sister species called Finns, which they reminded me of Wobbuffet from Pokemon. That's what they reminded me of. I just couldn't get that out of my head. A little bit different. That's what they look like. I like them. They're quite chilled. They're very they're logical, and they can kind of like the Vulcans. They're very logical and quite good tacticals and stuff. Well, they're not actually. They can do that very well, but they don't actually do it. They're very peaceful. They don't want a war. They don't want nothing like that. They're chilled. They don't have mass amounts of technology or any technology. I don't believe. They just live their lives underneath. And then the Wingers basically just admire, love them to pieces, and do anything to defend them. So because the ship crashed into the planet, Wingers lose their absolute nut, and then they go to war with the UHF. In the meantime, Captain Keyes on Providence has got to go over to Spire for whatever reason, or somewhere close to there. The Winger ship pops up, starts attacking. They have a few fights. And in the meantime, you've got on the ship Fesky. Fesky is the only Winger to be on a UHF ship, which is Providence. Captain Keyes has got a thing about aliens. He's not xenophobe. The humans, they was allied. They kind of gone very xenophobic, and they've been twisted by the people who control Darkstream, which is a company. They're very anti the capitalism in this book, or the way they're really showing capitalism to be bad and stuff. Whatever. Keys and that turn up. Like I said, the wingers come. Fesky has to fight her own people. Helps the humans fight. But it's just when she's just starting. So there's a bit of conflict between the other aliens and her. Husker. He then has to fly one of the condors, help fight. They fight. They don't destroy the enemy ships. They just blow up the engines weak. They don't, because they was allies. They're not talking because they don't know what's happened. That they got an idea that something's happened to the Finns, but they don't know what's actually happened. They then weaken the ship, turn around, bolt out of there, do a runner because more ships turn up because the other ship was stalling. That's that. After they turn around and go, they go to one of the gates, which is a dark gate, which is basically like a stargate. They get there, and there's a Tobran who they're like small little men who are a bit sort of, not men, aliens, a bit wide. I don't think they really go into detail what they look like. Small little men, they measure like sort of walking like that. They sort of control the gates because they they're not fighters. They're like office working sort of aliens. That's what they do because they're all just. So all the aliens are very generic. So like, this is gonna be a negative halfway through, just as it comes. I'll do it. With humans, we're fat, thin, white, bit in between brown, black, different hair colours. We all look different. Our eyes, our facial features, everything's different. But when it comes to aliens, most people, they all look the same. They're a bit taller or not, but they're all the same. They're not fat, they're not thin, they're not anorexic. They've got different colours. Some of the birds do. I don't know what they're called. The wingers do. But aliens seem to always look generically the same. And it always has bugged me reading and watching sci-fi and all this stuff. Not just this book, all of it. All aliens generically look the same, and they don't. They're like humans. Some of us are fat, some of us aren't. That's that. So, back to what I was talking about. The Tobram. Tobram's like, no, can't go through. There's a queue. Keys wants to go through, kind of threatens him, but doesn't want to threaten him because Keys isn't an arse. The ships, the winger ships turn up. They're going to be 15 minutes away or whatever. They're saying, no, there's a bit of a backlog. No, yeah. They're about to turn up. Just before they're about to turn up, he then talks to his Admiral. He then talks to Admiral Carroll, who's he got a real Southern American accent. I can't even attempt to do a Southern American accent. Come on, Keys. We need to go. Gotta do this, you're bad. Yeah, sorry. So, Command's pissed because of what's happened. They're kind of blaming Keys for it, even though Keys didn't. They got attacked. Smoke and daggers and smoke and mirrors all going on. Command's been affected by the dark stream. I don't know. I can't remember if he is or isn't involved. Keys then, they're not going to send any help for Keys. Keys then has to decide, right, he needs to bail because they can't get through the gate. You don't have a fight here. Then I think he threatens the Tobra and they say no, whatever. Ship turn up 15 minutes. Then right, they've got a choice to go through another gate, which then goes back the Wingers' way. They don't go that way, or they can go through Pirates Bay. Yes, Pirates Bay. Is that right? Pirates Bay it is. Off through Pirates Bay they go. As they're going through Pirates Bay, as you can imagine, pirate wingers. They have to fight pirate wingers, which is quite cool. You meet a pirate winger called Blackbeard. I know. But you know what? He's a good character, and I like him. They then, at some point, have to go to Darkstream, which have a base miles away, light years away, or whatever. We'll go to the base. They got to find the Ixan, who originally portrayed the Ixans, who then he gave the dark tech to the humans, because somehow the Ixans had it first, or the minerals, how they can do it. Then they got to find the children, who are like psychic little aliens. They've got another name, but I'm damned if I can even remember or say it. So then they've got to travel through Pirates Bay to do it. Something I should have said earlier, but I forgot. The Supercarrier is like an older model. It doesn't have dark tech, so it has to go through gates and fly the old-fashioned way. But with this, it's faster because it's designed to actually fly or float through space. It's designed to do that, so because of that, it's quicker, so it's got more speed on all the other ships, or most of the other ships anyway. As they're all going to Pirates Bay, the UHF and the wingers, they start clashing. They start kicking off. The wingers are just going mad, launching everything they got at the UHF ships, laying into them, absolutely going to town. Because the dark tech has malfunctioned, obviously hasn't, the dark tech or the dark stream have been messing with it, dark tech or whatever they're called. The company who make it and do everything. At around this time, give or take, the Gok, who are like, they kind of remind me of like a Thing, not Thing like from the movie, like Thing from Fantastic Four, but like imagine him grey. I don't expect them to be all, they're just like, I don't know, very big, like big stereotypical big muscly dumb species. They're like brutes. They just want to like smash and stuff. They don't care about their own lives. Just, you know, they've allied up with the wingers, which is odd because the wingers and them guys don't really get along, but they do to fight the UHF. They're hitting them hard. They're doing good work. And at the same time, there's a mutiny on board the Providence with his XO and some other people, because they're employed by Dark Stream or Dark Tech, I think called Dark Tech, because they want to destroy the Providence for reasons, whatever the reasons was. Don't work out. Bad, really, you know. Don't work out for them. They get their keys and that fault the plan. Lock them all in the brig. That's the end of it. And then it turns out that Keys is an ex-XO. He's got another one who's training to be the XO as he down the line. But the new one who becomes to be the XO, he doesn't agree with what's happening, because they then they decide to go against command and not kill the wingers or something like that. But he's bad, so he I can't remember his name, but then he goes with Bronson. That's it. Bronson's the one who did the first mutiny, the first XO. A little bit of drama going on there, as there's always been drama. The Providence is fighting more ships across as everything's going on. Quite a few battles I think they have and stuff. Then they start heading to one of these gates. They find out that there's a gate. I think there's a few other point of views or something you have, I can't exactly. There's a gate that the UHF are all on one side. They want to get through because their dark tech's still not working. As they're trying to get through, the wings and the Goks on the other side and just kill them. Every time a ship comes through, destroys them, so they don't go through. At this point, I think that's when, as they're trying to get through the dark gate, the point of view, you think you follow the Senator Bernard and the Simpson, Corporal Simpson I think he is. They have a bit of a hoo-ha with the UHF for whatever reasons. Go through the gate, I believe. The UHF, the command, the admiral, whoever's in charge of the ships, send one single destroyer through the gate to destroy Simpson and Bernard. At this time, the Providence sees the situation was going on. Obviously, there's loads of UHS ships destroyed, or USH, whatever. Like speeds up, flies directly at them. The whole group of them, they send some ships over, or some a bit closer, and it just sends a barrage of projectiles and lasers and all the fancy dancy stuff, the main cannons or whatever, absolutely laying into them. All the Condors go out, they have a massive fight, but he just smashes them, they go straight through, absolutely sending a swarm of everything, destroying and killing I think the Gok and the wingers. And as this happens, you're building up, you're thinking, right, it's all going down, you know, like this is what we're building up for, like these big army, this one army, this fleet and this fleet, it's all going down. The Providence having a fight, it's really cool. And the ships start coming through. The gate, and it's like, right, it's all going on. I'm going to get to it. As they're coming, the ships go through. They have a lot there. It's like, right, bam, Dark Tech does something. Ships just kill all the crew, the human crew. They just crash into each other. Nothing. No big battle. That's it. That is the one big thing that bugged me the most. The fighting, the space battle's really good. But there's one thing. Man, I was peed off bad. And the chapter's going on, and I'm still like, well, I'm listening, like, but the bell, like, what? It's just, no, you can't do that. So yeah, so that is one of the things that really annoyed me. That, oh mate. So anyway, they done that. The Providence goes off, leave the ships. They work out that basically they need to somehow get in contact with the Wingers, because they can't. The Ixans at some point, an Ixan ship turns up, hammers the Providence, and escapes, I believe. So the Ixans are back into the fray, or back into the play, I mean. So like I said, they have to go find the Wingers. They've got to try and talk to them on Spire. Wingers don't want none of it. So, right, I know how we'll get in contact with them. What we'll do, we'll attack them. We'll send a boarding party to one of their defence platforms. We'll take a nuclear warhead down to the Finns, threaten to blow them up. They don't talk to us. Right, cracking idea this is. At some point here, this is where they met. Ek's the name, the Wobbuffet Finn. She's cool. So most Finns, they live underwater and they swim around. I'd imagine they're like tadpoles, to be honest. Not tadpoles. Newts. Newts. I think they remind me of newts. That is what. Imagine a blue newt. That's what they remind me of. It's kind of like a Wobbuffet. But this Finn, Ek, she's not like the other ones who just want to chill and just be passive. She likes to go out and explore and stuff. So she's got these metal legs so she can stand up, and like some metal frame harness so she can be upright, and has some sort of suit. I think she has a suit, and she's injected by something because they need some sort of injection to live, or something to survive, to keep doing what they got to do. I think she helped come up with the plan about taking a nuke to the Finns, just to help get the attention. Anywho, all this goes on. Final big battle. It's quite cool. So you've got Spire. You've got a moon. You've got defence platforms. And then the Provident turns up about here. They sort of hide behind the moon because the planetary defences are just beating them, and then ships turn up, and there's big massive fighting. I don't think they kill any of the Wingers. They may. No, I don't think they do. I think they just disabled the stuff. Because again, the Supercarrier is massive, and like the Finns, all the other ships are pretty small, because smaller ships now, dark tech and stuff. Even though the Wingers don't have dark tech, but they've got their roost ships, what they're called. Fighting goes on. I believe a Gok ship turns up and helps out. Maybe not. Maybe at the beginning of the other book. Can't remember. Anyway, all of them lot. Fesky's fighting her own people and all this stuff. Husher, Kane, Davies, all of the men, like women, all of like the merry men. So all of them, they're all the Marines. They all go down. I think the Marines. They go to the planetary defense platform thing because they've got to disable that to get through it, to get down. Blackbeard, the pirate, the Winger pirate, he's helping as well. They convinced him to join to help. They all even knew the whole plan. They go with they have stealth ships, but they're not stealth ships. They just know how to evade sensors. They get the stealth ship right up on one of the planetary defences. They unload. They get all the Marines going. They're all fighting. There is Gok helping fire because there's Gok on the planetary defence helping the Finns, the Wingers. Loads of fighting. All goes down. Davies dies. R.I.P. He was quite cool. I believe it's he. Can't remember now. Maybe female. Apologise. Whatever way. Was a cool character. Died. It all goes south real bad. Husher gets on some suit, which is a dark tech suit, and basically just jumps with. I think he's on a ship with Blackbeard. They crash to the planet. They jump out. Blackbeard glides and flies off. Blackbeard flies off, glides down or whatever. Husher crashes down. He busts a rib, maybe a leg, maybe just a leg. Can't remember. He goes down. in the water, got his nuke, blah blah blah, meets the Finns, they have a bit of word, he has a nuke, talks them all out, sort of clear it all out, iron it out. I'm pretty sure that's where it ends. They sort of have a discussion, they're going to move forward as a team to try and fight whoever, and at the moment, at the same time, the humans, I think they got their dark tech going again, and they've just been laying to waste to all of the winger colonies, just absolutely smashing them to pieces, destroying them. The wingers have got no chance versus not my drink. The wingers have got no chance against dark tech and the UHS's advancements with that, and they're just getting absolutely hammered. And through all this, the Ixan Prophecies, what it is all about, I'd have to recite the whole thing. I can't remember what it is, but it's like these specific things are going to happen, and they're talking about these events are going to happen, all this stuff, and some of the events are happening, but it's kind of being manipulated by the Ixan anyway. So it wouldn't usually happen, or it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for them. But again, I don't know. I don't believe personally, I don't believe the prophecy is actually true. I feel like it's just the Ixan manipulating events to happen, so it aligns up what they're doing. Because it's like the fall of the humanity or something. But it's an Ixan, as it's called Ixan Prophecy, so it's their prophecy that they're sort of encouraging to happen, and people are starting to believe it, and that's why they go on a quest to find the children and all these other things. It's good. I liked it. Overall, battles are up there. Space battles are up there, like the ground battles and planetary platform battles and defense battles, all that stuff. It's good. I like it. The characters are good. There's such a wide pool of characters. You've got multiple species, which I like. I don't like the generic that this species was like this, but whatever. But Fesky's really cool. I liked Fesky. Vague spoiler for the next one because I have done it. I will do a review on it. But Ek has a lot more limelight. I think limelight's the word. Spotlight. I don't know. Limelight, whatever. She's in the focus more, which is quite nice. But you know, there's a little role in this, but it's kind of a small role. Whatever. It's good. The ship, everything felt nice. I liked it. It was good. Negatives is the space battle really grinded. That you're building up. It's gonna have a massive war. They're gonna, this one and this one. I had it so visual, so into it. It's going on. I was in a digger at the time, just doing something. And I was listening to it, and it was all about to go on, and they're just about to they're gonna butt. It's all going, and then boom, no, Deus Ex sort of machine wipes them all out. Nothing happens, and then I was just like, So that was a bit of a negative. I know the second book doesn't have that, as far as I know, it doesn't have that. But this book, that was a big letdown for me. The narrator, it's not the narrator's fault because there's such a big cast of people, like Fesky's voice and Keyes' voice and all these people. They're all good. The only thing I didn't like was because there's so many people, you can't do such a variant of voices, and some of the characters, if I wasn't quite paying enough attention to who's talking, I didn't know who was talking. Reading would be different because you know who you're reading, even though sometimes you get muddled. But for the narration was amazing. It was really good. The voices he had like Russian voices. There's French voices. There's Southern American voices. It was really good. Just when they was just doing normal voices, I don't know. It just was a little bit. If I wasn't paying attention, again, that's me not paying attention. But that's the only thing that I was like, and I sort of had to go back 30 seconds. Okay, understand. So yes, that was that. I liked it. I'd advise listening, buying, reading, whatever. It was good. Up there. Did like it. I've done the next book. I've already listened to the next one. I haven't done the third one yet, but I'm definitely I'll do a review on that. So if you like it, do it. Invest your money into it. It was good. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment. I appreciate it. It helps. Thank you very much. Bye bye. I'm going to read the summary, but I'm going to talk about as it goes on through the summary what kind of happens, I think. So, basically, keys, love it. Nah, do you know what? Fuck it, I'm not going to do all that shit. Take it back. I'm just going to go. Boom.